Okay, so let's start with a Steven Seagal movie, Out for a Kill. He's so lazy he fights sitting down. Worst movie ever. I think we had watched another one of his like worst movie ever video before, Space Ice, and yeah, Seagal was even older and fatter, and it was a meme. I mean, beyond a meme, I think is what I can say. So let's watch it.
Out for a Kill is the movie where Steven Seagal finally gave his fans what they wanted the most. A half-assed cash grab with almost zero effort. It starts off with a crime scene in Bulgaria where the first ones there are a Hong Kong cop and her partner, an American DEA agent. Wondering why a DEA agent and a Hong Kong cop are partners and investigating a gang shooting in Bulgaria? Then you've already put
Already the best plot of all time. Hello Akumaluf, how are you doing? Already better than most action movies of all time.
Put more thought into this movie than Seagal did. We learn that Seagal is a professor at Yale and is receiving an award for archaeology. I've seen him fight aliens. I've seen him fight vampires. I've even heard him say this.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
But him.
I need the context for that one. I need the context, seriously. I said it before, but I don't know if I've ever seen one good Seagal movie. I don't even know if I've seen like one Seagal movie, to be honest. I feel like when I was young, I must have seen one on VHS, but were they good? I don't know. I can't remember.
Being a professor at Yale is somehow the most ridiculous thing yet. Anyways, he flies out to China with a pilot named Crash.
They call me Crash because I never have.
And while out there digging up treasure or some he finds his artifacts are secretly being filled with drugs. As dumb as that is, it's still not as dumb as Seagal being a Yale professor. I just cannot get over that.
Wait, he's a Yale professor, a DEA agent, an Indiana Jones clone, and all of that at the same time? I mean, this feels like when you write a fan fiction or something and you try to like make your character like yourself as much as cool as possible by adding like the most nonsensical accolades. It's so over the top, but in a funny way.
That is complete bullshit. So somehow these smugglers realize Seagal is onto them and they begin chasing him. They shoot at his vehicle with really fake looking bullets and manage to kill his assistant. With his back against the wall and no other options, Seagal does the most insane maneuver of just slightly turning left and completely loses them. Seagal makes it to the border and is surrounded by police, including these two who just happen to be there. He has what I feel would be a more emotional moment if they didn't forget to turn off the green screen. He's blamed.
That is insane. How does a movie like this even get made? I mean, how does a script like this even get approved, you know? Well, that's something.
For the drugs that were in the artifacts and is now in a Chinese jail. We then meet his cellmate.
The name's King.
Who the movie cares about as much as we do and just fades to black on him mid-sentence.
Crossing the Kazakhstan border.
trafficking some weed, some rag.
Since we all know that China
Okay.
takes orders from America's DEA, they release Seagal so he can lead them to the head Chinese smuggler. I don't know how long he was locked up, but something definitely happened there.
Don't forget about me, Burns.
So
Just a little bit of, inmate friendship, as they call it, right? Nothing weird there. Just some bros helping each other out, I guess. Hopefully you won't forget about him.
Seagal then goes back home to New York and pays his respects to his dead assistant when there's an explosion and he's attacked by two monks.
What in the bloody fuck?
Why either of these things happened is never explained, and Seagal doesn't think anything of it. I guess that's all just normal shit in the life of a Yale professor.
I know that, this kind of videos really make the movies seem more fun than they are, right? Because all of this seems pretty fun. Like, it seems like the kind of bad movie that are fun to watch. But in truth, they usually aren't, right? There's 10 minutes of boring scenes and then one scene or something very funny. Hello, Alvin. Hello. But it almost makes you want to watch it, because it sounds like it can be fun. But yeah, I guess it's more like there's 10 minutes of fun max. So we're only seeing the best bits. Yeah.
Later that night, he is again attacked while at dinner with his wife. After he kills them all, guess who's first on scene?
Hey, Tommy, you know what I think?
These guys are fucking everywhere. Then, as if his day hasn't gone bad enough, Seagal's house explodes with his wife inside. Mondays, am I right? Seagal gets his dead assistant's father's
Brother's, nephew's, cousin's former roommate.
blessing to go on a murder rampage. So now it's on. First thing he does is take flying lessons from Crash,
They call me Crash because I never have.
who is somehow involved with everything.
What the hell are you doing?
At no point is his involvement ever explained or how Seagal knows about it. And then, the stupidest fucking thing you will ever see. Somehow, these two can see the little Cessna plane they're in, knows Seagal's in it,
I'm really starting to like this guy.
and exactly what knows
This is the worst shot. I mean, it looks so green screen, right? Terrible. How does a movie like this even get made? Seriously. Crazy.
Seagal's in it,
I'm really starting to like this guy.
and exactly what's happening inside.
Me too.
It's so insulting that you almost don't even notice how terrible of a green screen effect it is. Almost. Seagal then goes to a barber shop that Crash
They call me Crash because I never have.
told him about, which is where we get the most ridiculous and lazy fight scenes of all time, where Seagal is sitting down for half of it. His opponent is some sort of monkey man who can fly.
I mean, to be honest, it's charisma is the problem, right? If Jackie Chan did this kind of thing, some kind of creative fighting one on a chair or something, and I'm sure there's been something like that where it was tied to a chair with wheels, it would still be pretty cool, but because it's Seagal, it feels kind of funny and stupid, right? And that's what it is.
It makes no sense, and nobody else in the movie has superpowers. After asking him a question,
Where's Tangini, the bird, the man who killed my wife?
Seagal does the most Seagal thing possible and chokes him out so he can't answer. So Seagal blames the Hong Kong cop for his wife dying,
You cost me the life of my wife.
which seems like a stretch since all she did was get him out of jail in China. He then just shows up at a mahjong parlor that has never been mentioned by anyone and starts beating everyone's ass. Only one person has enough sense to leave, who the quick and nimble Seagal chases down before they have this really stupid exchange.
Distant waters cannot quench your thirst than to curse the darkness.
Now I have you.
I guarantee you, Seagal thought that was deep and would blow people's minds. He then
Like, he wrote this movie? Is that what it is? I mean, like, does he write these terrible scripts? That's my question, you know? Like, we're saying, like, Seagal is a bad actor, okay, but does he also write the scripts? That's my real question.
ties him up and sends him to safety? Seriously, what the f was that? We then get the first in what would become a Seagal tradition, a flailing arm fight scene, where they just slap each other's arms and play it sped up to make you think they're actually doing something. I have no idea what Seagal does that makes this guy fly out the window. He then just picks up a random book, flips through some pages, and knows where to go next. The writing in this movie was top-notch. So these guys, they're supposed to be laundering money at a laundromat, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke or if he really thinks that's what laundering money means.
It has to be. I mean, it has to be. It's funny because recently I played a drug game, Schedule 1. I don't know if you guys have seen it. And you can buy like a laundromat as one of your money laundering operation. But, you know, obviously the point is that you don't launder the money, you know, you like launder it, but like by just saying that this is the revenue of the business. What were they doing here? What the fuck?
Now we're back in Bulgaria at the same club from the beginning of the movie. Somehow, they're back up and running shortly after everyone inside was brutally slaughtered. Obviously, these guys are also there. So the cop actually does something while her partner gets beaten and kidnapped. Luckily, Seagal just happens to be walking by at that exact time, and he saves the day. Again, incredible writing. It's now the next day, and they're in a Mexican standoff, which the DEA agent and cop are terrible at, as they just stand there while he gets shot. But wouldn't you know it, Seagal just happens to be walking by again. You know what? F it. It's my fault for expecting anything better.
I mean, you know, it was still a pretty cool looking Mexican standoff for a second. Ed O'Neill, happy to see you.
He then gets lost and wanders into the headquarters of the drug kingpin. It turns out he used Seagal to eliminate the other crime bosses so he could keep all the money for himself.
Knowing that I would cut them down so that you'd have no one to share your fortune.
It's insane that he thought a Yale professor, that's so fucking stupid, of archaeology would be able to do all this, but I guess the joke's on us because it worked. So he burns down his own building and just walks out. Seagal grabs a sword that's right next to him for some reason and throws it through a window, which decapitates the kingpin. Compared to all the other.
How do you even write this, you know? Like, because this isn't meant to be a parody. I mean, Seagal does a lot of movies like this, so it's like, you know, it's serious, and yet, yeah, it's not a parody. Yeah, the chat message won't be on screen today. I explained everything at the beginning of the stream, if you want to know, but my mic doesn't work, and I had to install Windows again, and I lost all my settings, so this is all we get for today, until I can fix everything. Sorry, guys.
Dumb shit we've seen so far that doesn't even register. Now that that's all done, Seagal can finally have a funeral for his wife. And apparently, he's banging the Hong Kong cop lady and did the classy thing and invited her as a date to his wife's funeral. Seagal, you
That is absolutely insane. That is insane.
are the shittiest person I have ever seen.
Thank you so much.
Absolute cinema, I mean. Absolutely insane movie. Frankly, it seems very entertaining though. Again, I guess maybe this 10-minute video is like the only good entertaining bits. Again, the rest of the movie might actually be very not interesting, but it seems kind of fun. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, take pro then, as always. It is what it is. But yeah, that was funny. That was really hilarious, and what I can say is that again, I think I have much more fun watching this like recap of Seagal movie than watching a Seagal movie, and you know, sometimes it's better that way. I really don't know many of like the So Bad It's Good movie, you know. I always think of The Room, but outside of that, I don't really know too many, you know.